Good evening, Togepi, and good evening, Mihan. How are you both doing this evening? And how am I sounding? Am I in good accordance and balance with the game itself? I hope so. Welcome. Looking at typewriters sounds like a fun time. Just did some Pokemon drawings. That's right, you were mentioning that, Togepi. Which ones did you draw? Is Togepi perhaps in the lineup? Anyways, let me put myself on camera. Hi there. Welcome to a case of the Screwits. Lynx, no worries. I'm glad to know that you made it back safely. I'm checking something. There's a particular Pokemon. Where is it in the Pokedex? Early. There's a particular Pokemon that I'd like to catch, I think. Oh, creating new ones. Interesting, Togepi. Where? No, certainly after this. Where? Ah, there it is. Oh, my friend. Perfect. Oh, maybe Mihan. Whoever could know. Okay. So, I don't exactly know why I had a hankering to play Pokemon Yellow, but I did. And it's an easy thing to make happen. And so here's my thought. I don't think this will be Surge special level of, particular irreverence, but, I don't know. I doubt that this may be the backdoor pilot to a series, but I doubt it. What I would like to do, and this is my thought. Hello, Nade. 3-stage bugbear/bug fairy line. And a fighting dragon lizard. Interesting. I would love to see them if you care to share them, Togepi. Ah. A new controller and a game? What was the game, Lynx? So what I'm thinking is, I would like to, catch a mignon, a little cute, purple bug, and I'd like to train it. And I'd like it to be my whole team. At such point as it is feasible to have it be. I'll train like a Pikachu until then or something. I should probably have another Pokemon. Persona God, thank you for the host. I should probably have something else besides just Pikachu for the early game, because I don't want to spend forever working on Brock. Pika! Yeah, it's a little... I don't know why they chose to have voice clips, but they did. And so I'm never going to let that Pikachu faint if I can help it. Because I don't want to hear that cha! That... Oh my gosh. Indeed, Persona Guy. But, welcome on in. Welcome on into Pokemon Yellow, episode Venonat. This is a special version of Pokemon Yellow. Also Animal Crossing. It is also Animal Crossing, yes. I realize, what's the point of even having a calendar if I'm just going to constantly be changing it? But I don't care. My show, darn it. Animal Crossing, welcome Pikachu. Yeah. Yeah, the voice clips were a choice. We thought they were good in the day. We thought. And then we learned. Oh, and then Pikachu did not get his voice back until what, like Gen 6? And then it was weird, because every other Pokemon still had their cries, but Pikachu was just like, Pikachu! I still like them. They still hurt, though. And I do have my special edition guidebook to help me out. And I've also played, in Kanto so many times. So... Let's go for it. Let's jump in. Oh, I should have increased the text speed. Oh, gosh. Hello there! Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prince. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. A little bit, Motherfucker, yeah. There's less filler. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Let's give him a new name. Go Super Mario 3D World. Ah, excellent. And Togepi, please, by all means, use this time however you'd like. So lately we've been doing a lot of interesting names. We have Howard in Paper Mario. We have Jerry in Legend of Zelda. Juan. Well, Juan is already a Pokemon name. No Kangaskhan Kid plot point. Unfortunately, it would have been great to have, KK sliding on in on a Saturday night. I mean, it seems appropriate. The amount of filler depends on who's playing. That's wise. Oh, Mopkata. Oh, well, why don't we go with Marigold then? I think that's a lovely name. It's a, oh, right, I have lower cases, thank goodness. Yeah, we'll go by Marigold. It's gonna have to be Marigold, but I think that's lovely. You've given me inspiration, Mavakata. We're Marigold. Well, we don't want to be sacrilegious here, or blasphemous, I suppose. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again? Let's give him a new one. So it will also be a shade of yellow. So we've got, like, could call him Dandelion, we could call him Macaroni and Cheese, we could call him Goldenrod, Sunshine. Sunshin? We're gonna call him Sunshin. Yay, indeed. I think that's a good one. That's right. I remember now. His name is Sunshin. Marigold. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Hooray. Oh. Well, hooray, we're here. Oh, it's a SNES. How terrific. I wonder what I'm playing on my SNES. I've always loved that they've had the, boy, that was an ugly sound. That they've had the consoles even since the beginning. Also, these very unguarded stairs, lovely. Not going to talk to my mother because, she's unnecessary. Links, oh my gosh, thank you for the host. I'm playing Final Fantasy III? No! Heck no! Wouldn't even dream of it. I love how blue and purple everything is. Pokemon is not like a series that took, like, great use of the Game Boy Color's capabilities. But I do like the random color swaps. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Console having legends. That's a very good question. Okay, this Pikachu's just screaming at us. Surprise champion. I would love that, truly, Togepi. Alright, Pikachu was caught. Who? A Pokemon can appear any time in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. Yeah! Sorry, my phone was right next to my keyboard. Hello, Mystic. I know. Here, come with me. Start thinking about nicknames for this Pikachu now. Because I'm gonna name it if I'm allowed. I don't remember. Cramps. I'm fed up with waiting. Sunshin, why are you here? Already. I said for you to come by later. Ah, whatever. Just wait there. Look, Marigold, do you see that ball on the table? B? B's not bad. Yellow, stripy, kind of fuzzy. Yeah, I'll buy it. I wish we could go full Bumblebee. Actually, we might be able to, because we have 10. Bumble. We could call him Buck Bumble. For those who remember that game. It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Sunshin. What about you? Did I speak to you? No. Pikachu. Bumblebee. Bumby. Well, we have 10 characters, I think, for the Pokemon names. Sunshin, I'll give you one later. Okay. No way, Marigold. I want this Pokemon. Sunshin snatched the Pokemon, thus beginning a life of crime for him. Sunshin, what do you think you're doing? Gramps, I want this one. But I... Oh, alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Marigold, come over here. Yeah, I got pushed over to the trash. Marigold, this is the Pokemon that I caught earlier. You know, before, in the grass. Like, 3 minutes ago, you remember, right? You're not saying anything. I can't tell whether or not you remember. Oh boy, this kid. You can have it. I caught it in the wild, and it's not tame yet. An Animal Crossing guy. Sunshin is such a mess. Do I want to give a nickname to Pikachu? I do. Well, why? I really want to call it Buck Bumble. I don't know, again, this is today is a day where I've got a case of the screw it, so I'm just gonna do it. Look up the title theme to Buck Bumble if you don't know it. Ooh, chatter would have been good. Wait! What am I waiting on? His name should be Pikachu. No. What a terrible nickname, Mehan. It's little Buck Bumble. Where's Jenny? Jenny's not awake. I'll do it. I do, Mystic, yes. Hold on. Let me wake up Jenny. By the way, how is everyone doing? And once I wake up Jenny, can someone please shout out Ryan? Because, that's gotta happen. Okay, there we go. Jenny's awake. I'll do it. I got it. Okay. Boom! It's perfect. Check him out twice. So nice, you gotta do it twice. Mobcat, I'm gonna be saying that a lot this evening. Oh, Nate, that's exciting news. I'm glad to hear that things are going so well for you. Okay, so we have our lovely Pokemon Buck Bumble. It's been 6 minutes. I'd like to save the game. Well, that's terrific. Wait, Marigold. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Mavgata, that's terrific. I'm glad that you're well. Please, everyone, feel free to share. I think people underestimate how good of fashion Gary actually had for a 90s kid. Well, I know. I wouldn't play it if it weren't Taco. Also, I got a little unlucky there. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll win. That's too bad. That Eevee is green. Yeah! Green on my screen, too. It's actually really not a bad thing to lose this fight. If you, I believe if you lose this one and lose the Gary fight, or skip the Gary fight, outside of Viridian City, then you will, it'll be Vaporeon. If you win this one and skip that one, it's Flareon, and if you win both, it's Jolteon. Wow, I actually won. Okay. Well, woohoo! Yeah, Togepi, I've felt that way for a long time. I'm surprised that they haven't done that. Oh, hooray, Buck Bumble learned Tail Whip. I mean, I suppose with Tail Whip and a pretty early learning of Slam. When does... Remind me when Pikachu learns Slam in this one. I could beat Brock, and Brock's levels are particularly low. Oh, I forgot, we also have, like, the Team Rocket battles. Oh my gosh, I love Pokemon Yellow so much. 20, level 20. Before which I learned Double Team. Wow. Marigold defeated Sunshin. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. I know his words. I know the lines to the play already. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Marigold, Gramps, smell you later. What? Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can talk to it and see how it feels about you. It hates me. Well, Mystic, for a second language, you speak it quite well. Okay. So we've acquired a Pikachu. Has it healed? It's healed. Okay. I'll do a quick little save and then off to do the beginning stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering I don't get running shoes in this one. Ugh, the worst. Why didn't anyone ever play this game? Oh, it became very bright all of a sudden. Daybreak. At least they fixed the sprites in this one. The sprites, I think, for most of the Pokemon in Yellow look about as good as they do in, like, Gold and Silver. Like, that Pidgey looks like a Pidgey. Versus, if you've seen it in, you know, Red or Blue, it kind of looks like a rat bird. Yeah, I'm glad to see Pidgeys, because Pidgeys I can one-shot with Thundershock. Pidgey looks concerned. Pidgey has very angry eyebrows. You see, it's got Robin eyebrows. Yeah. I mean, that's why it has, you know, like flaming red hair as a, you know, a Pidgeotto. It's the rage. Densha, hello! Welcome on in. Well, Mystic, you can, that might be 7? Okay, the Mart. Oh, can let me, before we move on. Yeah, fast, please. And we're gonna do battle style set because I'm saving my time. What is that for the Game Boy printer? Yeah, I should change the sound settings. Because that would definitely work with this, you know, 3DS capture. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Man, I'm not your maid. I am not a messenger boy. You are not paying me to do this. I don't see why this is my problem. I've got places to be, people to see. I'm an important person. It's 8. It was 8. That's my bad. I thought it was 7. But also, just as a reminder, keyword system does work for the quotes. Yes, next week is art night, which is always exciting. But I'm glad to hear that you're excited for it, Nate. Okay. Pikachu, get out of my way. Man, this Pikachu is just going to be so underfoot. I wish I could pick my own partner Pokemon. That's essentially what I'm doing in trying to, you know, push forward to Cerulean City as quickly as possible to pick up myself a little, you know, mignon, cute purple bug. Do I play an instrument? I play a bit of piano, and I play the clarinet and bass clarinet decently well. Or at least at one point I did. I'm out of practice. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Marigold. By the way, I must ask, do you to do something for me? Gramps! Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Sunshine, good timing. I need to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Marigold and Sunshine, take these with you. Mavkata, why else wouldn't it? What time is it for me? It is 7:27 p.m. I am in Eastern Standard Time, or Daylight Time, or whichever one it is right now. Yeah. I know what a Pokedex is for. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. I'm perfectly capable of traveling across the country, twice a week to do a radio show, but I'm too old to do this. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. All right, Gramps, leave it all to me. Marigold, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Marigold. So you're +6. Got it. Well, Densha, I appreciate your spending your middle of the night with me. And likewise for anyone who's checking in from Europe. Alona Priya. Mystic, I couldn't tell you. I do think Oak wields a mysterious power hitherto unseen. I feel like he was canonically in Gold and Silver, though, Togepi. I feel like that's how the pictures were on, like, the trainer cards and stuff. And Nate, that's perfect. I think, streams, hopefully like mine, but, streams in general can be very nice background for, repetitive, word writing based work. The Tad looks dead in the eyes. A little, yeah. Ooh. So you're saying Oak is like an energy vampire. I'm into this theory. Oh, I live in Ohio. And, hello to Densha's girlfriend. Okay. So here's... I do want to get a Mankey, which means I need some Pokeballs. Keep using potions on them and you'll build up so much friendship. Yeah, because part of the way friendship works is predicated on whether or not you're using items. It has a boosting effect, and in this one, it doesn't stop you from using potions. Motherfucker, you didn't tell me you got married. Okay. Look, if you want to be in the improv scene, I've got to yes and you. Terrific. Now I've got some balls, and we can go and get a Mankey, so that way we can solve all of our problems. Alternatively, I could pick up a Nidoran and, like, not even worry about catching another Pokemon for the rest of the game. Because literally, if you've got Nidoran and you pick up a Squirtle for, like, the water HMs, you're good. Like, look at it. It's all you need right there in a little angry package. I really do like Nidoking. Like, I adore Nidoking in Gen 1. It's so fun to use. Yeah, that was exactly what I was saying. No, for you. Yeah. But good to know that other people remember the strats. Of course, putting Pikachu in the box at any point will make him hate you. And if you do it like 20 times, it's like permanent hatred. Looks like a perturbed puppy. I like that. Really, you're more personal to Nidorino. Nidorino and Nidorina, I think, is the better of the two middle stages, but I feel like Nidorino's a little too lopsided. Though it did get title billing in, you know, Red, Blue. Come on, give me something to work with here. Mankeys, I know there's a Mankeys here. Come on, come on. They might not actually be in yellow. They might force you to do it the hard way. Oh, hold on, hold on. Is it gonna be... It's probably not gonna give me this page early. Come on. Guidebook. Yeah, no. Route 22 is not... Okay, I've got to flip to, like, the back of the book. Ugh. I love this guidebook so much, though. I've had this for years and years and years and years. As can be told by the fact that its binding is, like, not there, and I'm... Okay. No, there are Mankeys. It says many. Not one that I haven't heard before, Densha, so... No worries, no worries. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take my hair down. As you might be able to tell, it's still a little... It's got a bit of moisture still in it. But I'm hoping... Hoping I can get it to look like something, you know, somewhere halfway decent. I think I over-conditioned, or I didn't wash out my conditioner as much as normal. So it's a little something. The earlier Pokemon games are strange. Okay, so I'm just... Okay. Got it, Togepi. 20% isn't bad, though. It's not bad at all. It's 1 in 5. So, you know, after 4 or so, I'll have, you know, just the sheer binomial probability of it would dictate that I'm probably pretty close. Oh, it's a Nidoran girl. Pika. Oh my gosh. I love the Stadium games so much. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 are so fun to play with people. Because the rental library means you can use whichever Pokemon you want. And what I've done in the past is, like with me and my cousins, we'll each like pick a type and have to build a monotype team with it. Obviously, we skip types that you can't do that for, Ghost, Dragon, etc. But we would build monotype teams and battle them against each other. And these would be two types that would be like regularly effective against each other. So if you're using normal, you would fight it with, say, flying or something. Or if you're using fire, you would fight it with electric. The perturber of the other Nidoran. Okay, there we go. This is our Mankey. This is going to carry us through probably Brock as well as... would I use it also for Mount Moon? Yeah. Brock and Mount Moon, this Mankey's going to carry us through. After which point, I'll get a Venonat, and we'll use the Venonat for the rest. Oh yeah, and the minigames too. The minigames were really fun. There weren't many, but they were like Mario Party tier, I would say, in terms of quality. Alright. And remember, because this is Gen 1, Pokeballs can miss. Okay, what should we call Mankey? And there was also, like, the Gym Leader Castle. We named the Mankey Pikachu. No! No. Mihan, how many Pokemon have you nicknamed? Oh, Diddy. I kind of like Diddy. You know, like P. Diddy. Like the music. Unless he's a problem, in which case, not like the music. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. They could, not probably, yeah. Needs to be Pikachu in every game. Monkey. I don't know that I want to call it Monkey. Oh yeah, Lightball Pikachu. Right. I'm feeling Diddy. I mean, I'll probably nickname Squirtle Pikachu or something. DDY. Hey, Diddy. Okay. So we'll take that. I'm going to take it to back to Route 1 because... Avocado, because I can say words however I care to. Fersange. Literally translated as, like, ferocious monkey. I remember Sange is the word for monkey. Densha, you are just terrific to have for Pokemon games. We may pick up a Salamesh later. Salamesh, for those who don't know, is a Charmander. Unless that's the word for, like, flamethrower, in which case, whoops. Oh, not Pro yet. You could always buy it on PC. I wouldn't. But you could. I need... enjoy. Have fun. Bonne chance. I hope it goes well, truly. Okay. I'm hoping to get fewer Pidgeys because the Pidgeys I can't deal with as easily. Also, just as a note, doesn't the Mankey look a little bit like a weird potted plant from this angle? Like one of those that's, you know, like hooks onto things. Gust is a normal type move in this one, so it won't do as much damage to Mankey, though it was a critical hit in that case, so that's not terrific. Should I, change the color correction on this? Is Diddy gonna lose? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, the game maybe is a little dark. It's fine when I'm not in the battle screen. I'm gonna adjust it a hair. Almost looks like Medusa. I can see that, Togepi. I've got the color correction on, but I should probably add a new one to increase it. Aw, Mystic, how lovely. Okay. Boost the brightness a bit. Throw in some extra contrast. Yeah, that'll be better. Oh, Densha, how fabulous. I really want to learn how to play more video game tunes on the piano. It's definitely an area where I feel like I could have a lot of fun learning them. And it would be nice to have more songs that I can play on the piano that isn't just, you know, simple gifts. I love simple gifts. But you wanna... My problem oftentimes with practicing the piano is the stuff in the book, I think it all sounds boring, and I don't want to play them. I don't even want to play things that I think sound good. Okay. Now then. We've just got to get Diddy, like, up and started. Once Diddy's, like, level 6, we're cruising. In fact, let me see what level, at what level, Diddy will learn. What number is Diddy? Where is it? Early. Like, 50 or 60. One more page back. Okay. Level 9, I'll learn low kick. Perfect. Oh, are you getting like an electric piano, Densha? Okay. Just don't kill me, please. It's probably gonna kill me. Ugh. Oh, fine. This has truly been a bust so far. Maybe I should fight the Nidoran, since I'm not using fighting type moves. Yeah, no, I'm very glad we weren't Nuzlocking. Well, Densha, I'm very excited for you. That's awesome. And so is that why you were asking whether or not I played any instruments? Because, you know... Perhaps we could prepare for a duet. You know, the next time I'm in France. I would truly love to go back to France. I spent a very happy long weekend in Marseille back in 2017. Yeah. And so, you know, there's a lot more of the country for me to visit at some point. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Dragon Rage is terrible early on. Because that's 40 guaranteed damage. It is in southwestern France. Mediterranean coast. When I was there, I went hiking in the Les Calanques, which are the sort of the stony cliffs. Yes, I did, Densha. That lead out to the sea. I've told this story before, but when I was there, when I was at the beach, there was a little like little village in the Calanques that had a beach and a restaurant and a few houses. And like some fishing boats and things. When I was there at the beach, there was an engineering college who was performing a hazing ritual, essentially. They had a word for it that I've since forgotten. And so they covered their freshmen in baking flour and eggs and had them walk into the sea. And this was September, so the water was cold. It wasn't frigid, but it was cold. Densha, if you don't mind me asking, whereabouts? And I remember that vividly. Boys are frightening. Yeah, true. That's very true. And you know, it's also sometimes, and this is, you know, typically I might, you know, say ignore what other people are doing at the beach. I wouldn't like go up to one of them and just ask questions. It would make me feel very forward and, you know, rather American to say, hey, yo, what's going on here? But also, you know, at a certain point when you see a bunch of, you know, 19-year-old European men, guys, I suppose, at 19, they're hardly men, 19-year-old European guys being covered in baked goods, while wearing, you know, European cut swimsuits and then running into the sea, you have some questions. But I learned. And the one that I talked to was, you know, very, had good English and was very helpful in explaining because my French was not good enough to ask. I probably introduced the conversation in French and then asked, does he speak English? Because I did that a lot while I was there. The people who didn't speak English, it was trouble, because I would forget nouns and verbs constantly. I could, like, construct a pretty complex thought, and then I would get to a word that I didn't know. Like raspberry. I would get to the word raspberry at a dessert shop. I would get to the word raspberry, and I did not know the word for it. And I was like, I don't know the word. Well, Densha, I've still got the kazoos at the hand, at the ready, if ever occasion should arise again. We've had 2 kazoo covers so far. The little village, by the way, was gorgeous because it was like just between 2 like cliff faces. And it was like a winding road to get there if you actually drove in. I was stunned by it, and I had walked maybe 7 miles to get there, so it was a nice break in the day. I think I went into the water because I wanted to, you know, I was at the Mediterranean, why wouldn't I go into the water? I think I did in just like my basketball shorts or something. I probably had to then walk back in my wet shorts, but whatever. It was worth it to do it. New channel point redeem. I might have brought a actually spare set of clothing in my backpack. I can't remember. It wasn't the important part of the story, obviously. Mystic, for how much I perhaps resist doing it, I don't think I will hew it to channel points. I think it takes something quite special. Yeah, I'm gonna run away from Spiro. Okay. Take all the time you need, Densha. Now that's a good one. Though, it should probably be a charity stream incentive, not goal. You know, making you raise X amount of money for just one would be a bit much, I think. Yes, Mihan. I think I should have a channel points redemption, maybe set to like 300,000 or something, so that no one should hopefully currently be able to afford it. That's just Axeman goes and walks into the ocean. I'll probably come back, but now that's a stream goal. That would be with the terrible European SIM card I had, you know, if I were to like try and actually stream it, it would probably come out in like 3 frames a second. If that. Yeah, motherfucker, I had a feeling you'd be close. Okay. Now we're starting to clear out Pokemon a little faster, which is good. And again, as soon as Diddy learns Low Kick, we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Just gotta get there. There we go. And pretty soon Diddy's gonna be a better Pokemon than Pikachu anyway, so what am I worried about? I wonder if there are people who, like, do, like, live streams from the beach with their phone. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are, but I'm wondering if there are people who do it with, like, actual good production. Because, again, we tested how mobile streaming works last October, and so long as the cell coverage is good, it's actually really quite solid. Now, that's a big if on the cell coverage. Simple production one, though. don't know. I keep thinking about whether or not there's, like... I like things that are, more in the style of... You know, obviously playing video games and everything is great. But I like things, also, that are in the style of, you know, just interesting facets of life, you know, captured. So, you know, things like, parts of vacations, or... I am constantly considering, for the long, long drives that I have to take, if there's any way for me to, and the answer is no, because Pennsylvania, if there's any way for me to do, like, make a show out of them, because it's literally 9 hours where I'm just sitting, and if I were talking to someone, or if I were answering questions, it would be fun. For me. I don't know if anyone else wants to sit through that. Somehow manage to stream while driving and camping. I mean, I know those things are possible, especially if you have, like, a wireless hotspot. But that's, like, not something that I want to at all justify the purchase for. Oh my gosh. Now, Priya, what seasoning do you have on your popcorn? Just salt, little butter, junior mints. Got some raisinets in there. That's terrific. Butter. Terrific. My dad likes to garnish his popcorn with Parmesan cheese, and he gets this stuff that's like crazy mixed up salt. That's, I think, literally what it's called. I think it's just salt and pepper, truly. There might be some other seasoning in there, but I think it's just salt and pepper in one shaker. I'm running from the Spiro. All dressed seasonings. Movie theater popcorn mixed with bunch of crunch. What is that, Meehan? I've never heard of that. But so back to my thing. I like, again, if I could ever figure out some kind of way of making the long, long drives that I have to do, you know, at all more productive, or, you know, more fun, that would be terrific. I have considered also, and this is, again, something where it's like, oh, I think that would be neat, but I can't justify the expense. Like getting like a GoPro and doing like setting it up as like a dash cam and doing a time lapse of the drive, especially at times of year like in the mid fall, you know, where the leaves are changing. Sinatra, welcome on in. Is it meant to be pronounced like Sinatra, or is it meant to be like just like Snotra? Either way, tell me how to pronounce your name. Welcome on in. Yeah, I've considered doing it, or like during the winter, where, you know, you'll have snow on the mountains. It would be really beautiful. Just like Sinatra. Okay. But like Sinatra. Love it. Okay, welcome on in. Chocolate with crispy rice or something inside it. So kind of like a crunch bar, Meehan. Oh, like Snotra. Okay. The former or the latter. Snotra, got it. I haven't had movie theater popcorn in ages either. But, you know, normally it's got the butter stuff on it, so it's a no-go. Well, I'm glad I got it eventually. Snotra, welcome on in. Particular fan of Pokemon? In which case, I hope I can provide a wonderful evening of fun. Right now, I'm just training up a Mankey because it's Pokemon Yellow. After which we'll be, you know, hopefully progressing through the early game and picking up a Venonat because I really like a Venonat. Because we can do that at Route 24. Yeah, not per yet. I get that. Movies... I wonder if movie pricing... Nah, as soon as everyone can go back into theaters, they are gonna, like, they're gonna be charging the same, if not more, because everyone's gonna want to go to movie theaters. Oh! Oh my gosh! Well, welcome. Welcome on in then, Snotra. I'm glad that we have a recommended guest. Oh, not Priya, thank you for the host. I actually prefer, as my movie theater candy of choice, I prefer snow caps in a thing of popcorn, or typically box Skittles if I'm just gonna have candy on its own. I love boxes of Skittles. I don't know why. I love Skittles. But a box of Skittles makes it feel fancy. Back when you used to work at your local theater, you were allowed to get a small bag of popcorn and go into a movie for like 20 minutes. So did you use it to like, did you watch 20 minutes of like 20-minute increments of a film until you had seen the whole thing? I mean, for films that are only 2 hours, you know, doesn't be too hard. Have I ever gone to the cinema on my own? Yes, I have. Many times. I can think of the first time I actually did it actively. Went to the movie Pixels. Was that Adam Sandler? Was that any good? Not pro yet. But nice of your grandpa to take you. Yeah, movie theaters are trying to get back open. In a lot of places. Obviously, it's one of the subsets of retail that has been hit hardest because it's all about packing as many people in. Yeah, the first time I saw a movie on my own was my dad and my sister wanted to go see The King's Speech. And I really didn't want to see The King's Speech. I didn't feel like I was like too immature to watch it, though that's the reason that I gave them. I was like, it's an R-rated film. I'm too young. I don't want to see it. I really didn't actually want to watch the movie. And so they were like, well, we're still going to go to the theater. Do you want to come and we'll buy you another ticket? And I was like, sure. And so I think I went and saw Tron Legacy. So this would have been in maybe like 2010. Oh, I love it, Meehan. I love nights like that, truly. I have no issue like going out to eat places myself, nor going to theaters myself. I think it's wonderful to just, you know, have nights where you enjoy things. Nate, I actually really liked the film. I mean, it was the first time that I had seen... I think at that point, here's the thing. I think at that point I had been, you know, most of the movies I had seen had been like, you know, Disney films and kids stuff where the plot beats are sort of the same. It's, you know, it kind of follows rom-com formula where things go well for a while. There's sort of a dramatic betrayal of trust in some way, and there's a reconciliation, a climax in the end. And what I loved and what was so refreshing to me about Tron is I didn't have to deal with any of the emotional, you know, layers. It was just an action film. And that was the first time I realized, oh, movies don't all have to follow the same formula. I think if I went back to watch it now, I was like, oh, this film's maybe a little simple, if pretty. And I may not be as into it, but it was such a nice palate cleanser at the time. Nick, I think I would enjoy watching The King's Speech now. I just wasn't interested at the time. Last time you watched Megan Levy. Interesting, Togepi. Yeah, Mihan, I was very much lying in that moment to just get out of watching a movie that I wasn't interested in. It's the last film everybody watched recently. Does rewatching Killing Eve count? Because I swear, those seasons, each one's like a thriller movie. Last film... Yeah, I'm not surprised Pixel was kind of mediocre. Honestly, that's good for an Adam Sandler movie. Watched a movie 2 nights ago. On your laptop, of course, yeah. Snotra, you personally have a bad experience with the theater because last you saw a movie, people were laughing a lot in the quiet parts. Aw. I'm so sorry. The King's Speech, again, great film. But, just, I was like 13. I wasn't, you know, into, like, period pieces that detail the struggles of a British monarch. You just watched Winter Soldier today? Ah. And so are you going through them all, like, in order, Meehan? And to that question even further, story order or release order? Yeah. The last film you saw was the Sonic the Hedgehog film, no period. Okay. How old am I right now? I am 23. It took me a second. Sorry, it's not that I, like... It's not that I can't do the arithmetic. It's just... It's more so, you know, my birthday last year was hardly punctuating. Release order. Gotcha, Mihan. I have heard the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was actually quite good, especially for a video game film. I'm really glad that it was. I love when, you know, we get to enjoy those things. Most recent movie you watched was Lilo and Stitch. It split into 26 2-minute parts. Amazing, Togepi. Was this like a YouTube playlist? Mystic, I get it. People, you know, people see all the sorts of things they want to in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 1917. Yeah, that was that. I remember that was a big film in 2019, yeah? Or was it early 2020 that it released? Crimson Peak. Correct, 23. Yes, Snotra. I'm trying to think what the last movie I watched was. Because I don't watch movies much. Okay. I can think of one that I watched half of in November, but I'm sure I've seen a film since. No worries, Snotra. I realize that with my manner of speaking, and my general appearance, and my skin being like not flawless, I could pass probably as easily as I can for 20 as I can for 28. Mafukata, you may... Well, I know Mihan will hate me for saying this, but I've never seen Mean Girls. Yeah. Trust me, Snotra, I know who I am. I hope so too, not Priya. I think, you know, I have no inherent qualms with sequels. And so, if they can keep making movies that are good in a given story, all about it. You know what? I know what the most recent film I watched was. And funny enough, it also in MCU, because I was watching WandaVision, so I was like, oh, I want to look at these characters again. I rewatched the first Avengers, and I was like, wow. We thought this was amazing at the time, and they've done so much more since. But not essential. Mihan, you may want to put Mafukata in the burn book. It's one of those films where it seems like it's almost entirely one continuous shot. That's kind of amazing, Nick. Oh my gosh, Nate, absolutely. Y'all, if you haven't, watch WandaVision. Midsummer. I've heard of it. I know nothing about it, Snotra. Yeah, again, no spoilers, but just, oh my heavens. I'm so very glad that you know, especially right now, we're getting more of, you know, more content centered on the female heroes in the Marvel Universe. So happy about it. I love Wanda's powers. And I wanted to see so much more of them. And I got to see so much more of them, and I'm so happy about it. Yeah, not pro yet. If they had kept it how Sonic originally looked. Oh my gosh. Ugh. People would have been watching it ironically, but not for real. 3 hard cuts the entire movie. Nick, that's kind of amazing. And yes, Nate, absolutely. Mwah. Yeah, well, I mean, Snocha, that's something that people who've been reading the comics has been saying, you know, since the start. Ooh, yeah, good point, Mihan. Also, just something worth pointing out. Someone, like, made a calendar of it and realized that, because of the content schedule for this year for, like Marvel stuff, right? They are going to have every single week something Marvel related is going to be released this year. Yeah, I don't think we're adhering by original comic lore given stuff. I almost said something. Okay. I'm gonna shut up about it now. Stop, don't make me talk about it. It is to say, very fun. Watch the show. Nate, I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah, Disney owns everything now. And you know what? I mean, economically, it's bad. But in this one narrow area, if they keep pouring money into this, I'm good for it. I'm kind of amazed that Star Wars is a series, right, with such, with such rich history and dedicated fans. And obviously when you have dedicated fans, it's something of a double-edged sword because some people are going to be grumpy pretty much no matter what you do. But I'm surprised that, like, Episode 8 and 9 didn't do better. That they weren't better received. It's like, I feel like in a lot of ways they have people who are coming into these, these intellectual properties and being like, we know what people want, we know what they're interested in, we're going to build something that is for the people who, have stuck with us, for a long, long time. And yet Star Wars just seems like they've kind of missed on that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what to pin it on because I'm not as into it, so I can't say. I haven't seen Episode 7, 8, or 9. I've seen Rogue One, and I've seen Episode 4. I don't know. I do remember that, Nick. That they've, that they did scrap a bunch of, sort of things that were at one point established canon. What do I think of The Mandalorian? I haven't seen it. Again, Star Wars is not my particular world. If Keshi were here, I'd have Keshi speak ad nauseum about this because Keshi adores Star Wars. Adores it. And actually, Eric Barkman knows a lot about Star Wars. No. Hold on. That's Keshi. Keshi's a friend of the show. No worries, Nocha. You are more than free to ask questions, especially given that, you're new. You may not know such things. Oh, I'm so sorry. Also, speaking of shoutouts, I completely forgot to do this earlier. Densha. You should be checking out Densha. The High Republic. So Colorado, Mystic? It's not a problem. If ever, this is just a blanket statement. If ever I forget to shout someone out, or if I omit to, it is not because I'm at all, it's not because I'm grumpy with them, it's because I'm forgetful. I like repaying people's kindness in, coming here and being part of things with as much kindness as I can muster in return. You're just waiting for them to announce the subtitles already. Now, Prayed, it's been a long time since I've been that into something where it's been like, I will accept watching it in a different language just because I want to see it now. There were times where I was there. I would do that. Not so much anymore. There we go. Exactly, Mofkata. I've seen Inside number 9. Nope. That I'm not familiar with at all. I would presume that it was a perfume. I don't know, anything that ends with, like, number 9, especially placed like that, it's like, this is a Chanel. This is a Calvin Klein. This is, you know... There's no way that this is something else. That's where my head goes. You're right? Am I wrong? Am I lie? Okay, let's take care of Gary. Inside number 9 by Gucky. Okay. Is it? I think it's the bird first. So we'll lead with Buck Bumble and we'll switch to Diddy when the Eevee comes out. All right, Gary 2 time. Hey, Marigold. You're going to the Pokemon League? Forget it. You probably don't even have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? I know how it's actually pronounced, Mystic. It's like Black Mirror. Ah. Interesting. So it's going to be very sad, but it'll make you think. Terrific. Nice on the paralysis. Very nice. And now probably you absolutely can say that. I think I watched... Here's a story. The only time that I watched an episode of Black Mirror was when I was in college. My roommates and I would occasionally watch like movies or shows when my one roommate from Poland was wanting to be cerebral about something. And so he likes to watch films and then discuss them. Or other things, or like go to music. He's a brilliant fella, and one of the most wonderful people I've ever had the fortune of meeting. But so, the only time I ever saw an episode of Black Mirror was with him, and I'm not even going to tell you which one it was. How absolutely out of the mainstream you are. Mavocata, it's a good thing. Okay. Ooh, not pro yet. Feeling a lot of complex feelings all at once. Terrific, terrific. Yes, Mihan, I think my laptop has the same button, and I hate it. I heard the Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. That's fair. Which hour do I end up work? Denji, do you mean when in the day do I work, or at what hour do I usually end my stream? You've been watching old comedy shows recently, so like Dick Van Dyke and Lucille Ball, Mavocata, or please elaborate. I want to know more. Well, Dench, I'll just try answering both questions. So I usually finish my show 2 hours from now. Sarah Milliken. That I'm not familiar with. So normally around 10 Eastern time, which would be 4 a.m. for you. And then I work during the work week. I work 9 to 5. So, both answers. Oh gosh, can I not, can we? Okay, yeah, I'm using, no, I don't. What do? I do event work for a nonprofit. Actually, I should amend that, given that I was promoted. I do events and operations work for a nonprofit. That didn't work. I must be losing my touch. I've run out of Pokeballs too. I have to get some at the Pokemart. I think this is one of the few times where the catch tutorial fails deliberately. Oh, gotcha, Mofkata. I love watching, like, just snippets of stand-up comedy rather than full specials. I mean, I like full specials too, but I really love, you know, just seeing people as they're working stuff out. I know this of myself. I'm not like a good, comedy audience member, if that makes any sense. And there's a reason why. When I'm watching comedy, right? If I'm watching like an hour-long special, if I laugh once, I thought the special was pretty hilarious. Can we know what organization I'm working for? No, I don't share that. You know, I just have some partitions. Oh, Snowcha, thank you so much. Some partitions just for the sake of, you know, keeping, you know, keeping my personal self separate from this. I'm certainly proud of the organization, but it's just, you know, privacy. There was another streamer I know who has this philosophy about it. It's like, once I decide to tell you, I can't take that back. Once that stuff becomes public, it's, you know, it's there forever. And if ever I needed to be private about it, I don't have the ability to unsay it. Also, yes, I'm a very coy person, and I like to, you know... I like to keep things a mystery. Denja, thank you so much. Aaron, hello. Welcome on in. Isn't anything like a professional comedian. That's also good. Yeah. Well, I think when people aren't, you know... Like, professional comedy, professional stand-up comedy especially, I think all has similar cadence. People will come at it with different lenses, but it all tends to be about the same thing. That's one of the things I found so refreshing about Jenny Slate's comedy special on Netflix is, yes, there was stand-up comedy, but also, it was spliced with, like, documentary footage. And I thought, what an interesting way to sort of get a lens to the person that, you know, that, like, comedy typically tries to provide. But interspersed with comedy, rather than being, you know, just a complete comedic take, you know, all on stage, you know, taking advantage of the medium itself where it's a filmed comedy special, do a little filming. Yeah. Animal Crossing, catch 'em all. Okay, let me put Diddy up front. I need Diddy to take all the levels. Diddy at this point should be fine to take on Brock. With low kick, I should be good. But I want to, you know... I want to get Diddy leveled up as much as possible. Metapod looks so serious. Why is Metapod so grumpy? It's the same one, Monfacata. And she is also someone who, like, in interviews, She just cracks me up. She has a way of telling a story that I will actually very actively laugh at. Aw. Snowcher, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try to keep things on the up and up here. But it is absolutely delightful making your acquaintance. And, Densha, thank you so much for introducing us. Oh, by the way, just while I'm dealing with metapods, I had the idea, you know, I've seen people do this before on Twitch, and this may or may not be a bit. I've seen people do this before on Twitch, you know, where they'll have like a channel points redemption to do like exercisey things, and I thought, well, what if I did that? You know, what if I had one of those? Because you know, I've got hand weights and things, right? And so like, you know, what if I had like a curls one where it's like, you know, got to do 15 of these, you know, really feel the burn. You know, it's really tough, and so that's why you make the channel points redemption, but you're gonna get real buff by doing them. And then you could do some overhead ones, you know, like ooh. Oh, speaking of redemptions, such manhood, yes. Well, I've been a costume change has been requested. Ergo, I will be back in a moment. Mystic, what have you done? It's a good thing, though. I've got, you know, I've got laundry done, so I can do this. At the same time, why dirty a shirt? I wish I could do that. What are you going to see? You're going to see my, I guess my ski jacket. Because I love this thing and I don't wear it nearly enough. Oh. No, nothing of that sort. I think that would get me banned very quickly. Okay. Oh. Oh. I just did something very strange. I'm going to show you. I was trying to zip up my jacket, right? I ended up zipping the outside lapel of one to the inside of another. And so it has a different effect. It like curved the zipper. Oh, this is so strange. So I've shown this jacket before, right? And normally it has 2 layers of zippers, right? Because there's an interior layer that's for the turtleneck. Thank you. And then there's an exterior for, you know, the patterns you see on the outside. But I want to try actually the left... Yeah, this side with that side. No, other way, other way. Yeah. It is a fantastic jacket. I love this thing. If I pleat it in... No, don't pleat it in. It's confusing, certainly. Am I going to ride a bike? I hope I get, you know, to Cerulean City in time. There we go. Yeah, I'll rock with that. And now it's even more asymmetrical, which I love. I could also put the hood up. The hood, I think... I look like, I don't even know. I look like I'm supposed to be in Mirror's Edge, I think. Here, I'll show you with it properly zipped. Oh yeah, I love asymmetrical clothing. So this, this just makes me happy. I'll zip up the outside so it's not just, I don't have these big, like, so it doesn't look like I'm the Flying Nun or something. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a little Assassin's Creed. But it's a great garment. It's genuinely terrific. A backup dancer for someone that does hip hop. We can give the costume as many names as we want. Play Pokemon Black and White with it? What makes you think that's not already the plan? Assassin's Creed. Nah, I'll be fine, Mystic. I'll be fine. It's not too warm in my room, ever. Fashion Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I'm about that. Thankfully, there are, like, no Weedles in here. This is terrific. Alright, Diddy. Deal with it. Diddy's such a good pal. Do you think it's going to be a problem that I, like, I'm not training Pikachu at all? Nah, it'll be fine, right? It'll be totally fine. Diddy's got this. Diddy's going to take care of Brock for me, and then Venonat's going to do the rest. Oh, Densha! Oh, thank you so much! Just as a reminder, I actually forgot to update the charity alert, but, proceeds raised during this month will help support the Environmental Defense Fund, an organization that helps work on climate change mitigation and scientifically sound, and economically sound for that matter, solutions to environmental problems. And it's a organization that I've known about since college and quite like. You should not, Mavocata, because I haven't updated it. It's probably still talking about Policy Link, because I am lazy. It's not that I'm lazy, I have so many things that need updating. I forget things. Alright, good job, Diddy! Well, then it's a terrific surprise. I will say, there have been people who have, have been both halves of a relationship, that show up here. Perhaps, I am also licensed, a licensed officiant, oh my. Now we're presuming, of course, that that's all in jest. That's the perfect response. Well done, Snowtro. You keep meaning to make a playlist of your favorite Toho songs, but you keep forgetting. I get it. I will say I do miss pulling underrated video game gems. I don't miss having it need to be every day. That was a bad idea. I don't know why I do that to myself. What music do I like? Eclectic. I have, pop songs, classical music, instrumental music, video game music. Like, I have something that I like, I feel, in most genres. I would say every, but country exists, and I'm not super into country. Like, if you pick a genre, I can tell you a song in that genre I really like, usually. Ska. The soundtrack to, Incredible Crisis. That's my answer, Mavocata. It's a PS1 game. It's got a fair amount of ska music in it, and the game is impressive. What on earth is hyperpop? Um, Mihan, look, we have to have different tastes. Otherwise, people will not be able to tell us apart. Bossa Nova. A lot. I listen to a lot of Bossa Nova. It's hard to pick one. Maybe Voce Tem by Paulino y Beatriz. If anyone knows that reference, please, I will gift you a subscription now. No, but for real though, probably, you know, there are classics that I like. The ones that I can think of their names may not be my favorites, but I can think of their names. Like, you know, Summer Samba or, you know, plenty of things. Chinipon. Caterpie. Garota de Ipanema. Yeah. Pidgeot, is this gonna have... It's not gonna have anything that's gonna hurt me too bad, right? Come on. Pidgeotto! Pidgeotto. It's very highly, extremely synthetically formulated sound. Sounds almost like the mental image of a car being crushed. Yeah, I don't like anything about that. Yeah, very, very rare. Yeah, but it's this is meant to replicate the show where, like, Ash picked up a Pidgeotto really early on. Luku. And so there are Pidgeottos here. Can you... Oh boy, Diddy. Oh, Diddy. Oh, we're so far. Oh, Diddy. Oh, Diddy, please. Alright, Buck Bumble. I need your help. Classical. Oh my gosh. Danzone number 2 jumps out as one that I really like. I also have, you know, in like true classical, I sang Handel, Swell the Full Chorus. I don't like it, but I sang it. Oh, Vivaldi's Magnificat. Honestly, some of the music's, some of the movements in it are just gorgeous, and that's one I've also sang. I kind of want to catch Pidgeotto here because it's so rare, but I also want the experience, so I'm afraid I'm not going to catch it. We will catch a Venonat. MIDI, one stop. Easy. Oh, I'm sorry, Densha. How does Shaggy Psychic Dog Pokemon sound? Like, but then, no! Don't hate me. I wanted the experience points. I needed them. I have not the high ground. Oh, like as an idea. Oh, I think it sounds really cute. Baroque is in busted. I think you're right. Danzone's not that contemporary. Okay. I will be honest, I don't tend to distinguish between classical and Baroque. Anything pre-1900. Why did I not catch it? Because I don't intend to use it. But I'll tell you what. I will make this gambit with you. If I should come across another one before I am through the Viridian Forest, I will catch it. A Devil Angel thing with Houndoom. Oh, I see what you mean. Then maybe it would be Fairy type. I know, Mihan, I know. Fake music fan over here. Ever listen to emo bands? Define, please. Psychic Fairy? Could be. My Chemical Romance? No. I did do a project in 8th grade on an Evanescence song. Denja, I'm sorry. I had to do what was good for me. But that is not to say that we won't get another opportunity. And tell you what, if we do find a Pidgeotto before we walk out, you can name it. Yeah, it seems like Houndoom would strictly dominate whatever Pokemon that is, unless it were like Fighting Fairy. You know what, here's what I'll do. Diddy is still a little low in level for what I would like. I'll go back into the woods. I'll see if I can't find another Pidgeotto and do a little training while we're there. But even if we don't find one, what we have come to know is that they do exist. Is this going to be a new series? Probably not. Probably not formally, anyway. A Jazz Waltz. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, we got folks from all over. I tend to, you know... I got Speed 2 and 3 on GameCube. I don't think I have them on GameCube. I do have Stadium 1 and 2 on N64, though. And honestly, buying Stadium 2, I think, was a terrific choice, because being able to, you know, play those games that I mentioned earlier, but also having Johto Pokemon in the mix. Mwah. I wonder, do any of the rest of y'all have, Shazam, the app? Because, I gotta be honest, I found it so useful, because, you know, music's everywhere, right? There's incidental music, or, you know, things that play in shows, or just stuff at, like, sometimes at grocery stores. Like, one of my favorite songs of, like, 2018, I heard it, or 2019, sorry. One of my favorite songs of 2019, I heard it at Target. I was like, this is a good song. Why is it playing here? And that's Back to You by Goldroom. Which has just enough musical texture that it doesn't... It's a little synthy, but it doesn't bug me. It's the name in French, God of War, as well. I mean, that makes sense. Because, I mean, garder and voir are both French verbs. Or conjugations. Voir is to see. And Snotra is not a problem. Folks can come in from all levels of knowledge. Plus, you know, we're starting from the beginning today. Pokemon Yellow's plenty early. I was gonna say something. Something about music. I don't know, it's escaped me. Ooh, excuse me. I'm working on it, Densha. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get another. I'll look. We're at like 137 right now, right? 137 on the in-stream timer. I'm going to look until 145. Use that amount of time to do a little grinding for Diddy. We're going to try. Going to try and find another one. Because I'm a people pleaser, darn it. Also, it's rare. Like, having an illegal Pidgeotto is terrific. You wonder if you can dye your hair with fake tan. You have to ask someone who's pretty blonde, I think. For Halloween. Or, you know, for just general merriment. The bigger question for me, I think, is, you know, what color it would come out as. Would it be like a bronze, or would it be more of a rust? Do I know American Horror Story? No, I've never seen it. I am deathly afraid, always, but... Me too, Mystic, but you know what? I found that I wasn't having as much fun as everyone said I should, so... I brunetted it up. Am I playing horror games for Halloween? I, in the past, have. I have no plans around Halloween this year. Yet. Though they tend to be sort of last minute anyway. The first year I played an actual horror game, and people were a little mad at me for doing so. But last year I played Clue Finders Mystery Mansion Arcade, and that was very fun, because I love that game. And Clue Finders is, you know, vaguely Halloween-y. People were not mad. It's more so that the game toys with one's emotions. I still have the VOD. I could pull it out from the archives. Typically use eras to divide up orchestral music. Yeah, till World War II-ish. I get it. Yeah. Clicicier. Yeah, but so... if I knew of more... Like, okay. I think... Here's the real truth. The sorts of games that I typically play are not horror games. And a lot of horror games, unfortunately, are also shootery games. And I am known for not being particularly fond of shootery games. If there were more horror games that were not based around firearms and jump scares, but, you know, rather being twisty, because I like things that are twisty, then I would be more about it. Also, I think there's just a bit of orthogonality with the sorts of things that I typically play that is unappealing. Post-World War, when it's kind of a post-romantic, pre-contemporary spot. Yeah, I can see that. Because I feel like contemporary music, at least in, you know, sort of larger compositions, not like talking about pop music, really kicked off around World War II. I mean, think about big band sound. Some of the instruments, you know, that are used in, you know, wind bands or big bands weren't even perfected until around that time. Oh. Well, Mystic, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your phone's okay. Yeah. One of the other things that I think is, you know, really interesting to look at is, you know, orchestral music or, you know, wind band instrumental music can be written in, you know, highly classical styles even today, because of when it's written may not, exactly fit that, but they can also be written with incredible modernity and be dreadfully ugly sometimes. If you've ever tried to sing like modern choral compositions, I swear composers are just trying to be different, right? They're just, they give all these odd angular, note structures because they're just like, oh, it'll sound good if you can do it, but without rooting one in any particular key and having flats and sharps and accidentals all over the place. They're just asking the singers to literally have to like memorize the song note by note rather than having flows to go along with that actually, help guide you through the piece. Because if you don't stick in one tonal structure, then you're literally upending years and years of musical training that many of us have had. Ugh, I'm looking at you, John Walton. And Woolrich. Ugh. This is stirring up controversy, Monthcada. It's worth it. Playing World of Horror right now. Made like an old school game. When you say old school game, Snowtra, what do you mean? Alright. One more minute trying to find another Pidgeotto. We shall see. Yeah, I don't... So I sang, I guess, a suite of modern pieces. The Woolrich ones were worse than the Walton ones. This was when I was studying in London. I sang Spring and Winter, Earth Grown Old, and... There's something about fruit. I can't remember if that was in Earth Grown Old or the other one. There was another one. I don't know. Spring and Winter was the best of the three, and they were all pretty awful to sing. I'm talking about Music Mystic. And here's the real... here's how you can tell that the songs aren't very popular because of how weird they are. 2D Retro RPG, I see. Here's how you can tell. I cannot find a recording of the Earth Grown Old or the other piece that we sang. Okay, it's gonna bug me. What was the name? Man, I get that, but it's... But I've also done a bit of study of, non-Western composition, and it still makes sense, even if they use different harmonies more often. It still makes sense. And sounds, like, aesthetically acceptable. It's just modern composers. And even Whitaker is guilty of some of this too, Eric Whitaker. Like, I've sang Sleep and Enjoy the Silence by Eric Whitaker, and Enjoy the Silence is messy. Ah! I actually went over, but I'm gonna catch it. I did it, I promised. Snowtra, I said, if you pick a genre, I can tell you something that I like in it. But I don't have one, specific favorite. I'm gonna try not to. Even metal. I don't listen to much metal, if I'm honest. So maybe not metal. Okay, Densha, what should we call it? Pop. Current pop or like 90s pop? Swing, oh my gosh. I love swing, period. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It constantly flies around its large territory in search of prey. Alright, what should we call it? Aw. Early 2000s. Early 2000s is tough. Motherfucker, that's delightful spelling. Blackbird. That's kind of beautiful. Let's do it. And I can do the space too. I will have just enough characters. R&B. I know I've listened to R&B before, but I can never remember. Kiss Me Quick. Nathan Sykes. I think that's technically R&B. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Let me spell it correctly. Hello, Seep. How are you doing? A squirrel-like Pokemon that is a chestnut. Like roasted chestnut. I can see that, Togepi. That's really interesting. And if you need to go to sleep, by all means, go right on ahead. You're actually shocked I did this. Look, I don't know what was happening. I just was not feeling Animal Crossing. It happens sometimes. It's been happening more often lately. How am I? I'm doing well, though. I love Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow is the only game in Gen 1 that I have beaten. Oh, also, Buck Bumble is still the lowest level. Just shock. Perfect. That's right where I want to be hitting, right? I want to keep you on your toes. I don't want you to be mad at me, but I want to keep you on your toes. Stop right there, kid. You're still light years from facing Brock. Oh, of course, Densha. Of course, of course. I'll be fine. I don't need to save. Aw, look at Diglett. So cute. And see, it's perfectly alright for you to be late. It is no worries. Also, low kick feels especially inaccurate right now. I don't know why. As long as music is powerful in at least one sense, it hits for you. Interesting, Mavocata. I have a tough time with slow, like, low-tempo pieces. Even things that are sad don't always work for me. Like, I get that they can have that sort of raw emotional power. But they don't often work for me. I can think of, there's the second movement in American Hymn Song Suite, Balm Gilead. He's beautiful. Beautiful. Was that supposed to be Don't Choke? And the middle section... Yes, Snow Tree, yes. I mean, maybe not strict lockdown, but like... I'm being careful. Kind of is probably the best answer. The middle section of Danzas Cubanas by Robert Sheldon. Oh no, Seep, I'm so sorry. If I've got quality settings, I hope you avail yourself of them. Do I this evening? I do. In fact, I do. Terrific. Well, rock out with me in 360p. I mean, it's not like the game is, it's not like the game needs that much. And all you're losing on me is, some of the frizziness of my hair. Alright, let's do this. Something somber but powerful you can think of is Immortal by Marina Diamandis. I think one of my favorite slow songs is Keep Moving Brother, Keep Moving Sister by Denison Whitmer. And if any of you have ever heard of that before, I would be very surprised. I just like it. That's... Meehan, Alright. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter Gym's leader. I believe in rock-hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then. Show me your best. I don't think you're joking, Meehan. I fully believe it. Bière. Alright. I think 2-3 low kicks and we're out of here. Yeah, 2 for Geodude, 2 for Onix should be good. I got this. Diddy's got this. Hakayu. Alright, good job, Diddy. Onix. Love the ones that are the same. Alright, nice and done. Well, thank you. J'étudie la langue de français pour 3 ans dans mon école secondaire. Un petit peu, un petit peu. Yeah, well, Brock is slightly lower level in Pokemon Yellow versus Pokemon Red and Blue because you're likely not going to have a Pokemon with type advantage against him unless you bring a Mankey. Merci. Took it for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder Badge. Marigold received the Boulder Badge. It's an official Pokemon League badge. Spear's Pokemon become more powerful. Technique Flash can now be used anytime. Wait, take this with you. Je veux étudier les langues de français de temps en temps, mais je trouve je n'ai pas le temps pour concentrated. I don't know the word for concentrated. Concentrated study. I've got canned phrases, and I can muddle through sentences if I'm speaking extemporaneously. De me concentrer sur les choses. Concentrer. 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 Merci. It's a reflexive verb. I'm not good with reflexives. Je me réveille. I never remember. I wake myself up. I know shows, yes. Un chose. A thing. Yeah, okay. So onwards and upwards. Let's get through Mount Moon. I have to end this episode by catching a Venonat. That may be the conclusion. This is all the prologue to, if I ever bring this back, this is all the prologue to just an entire series of just Venonat and Venomoth. um, I think Snow Child, I'll be truly there when I can fully replicate Edith Piaf's Milord, start to finish. It's one of my favorites to like fake sing along to. Because the only thing I ever remember is like, Je suis vous faire, Milord. The rest, heaven remembers. Heaven only knows. Or Almadi by Mika. We actually, one of our projects when I was in French 3 maybe, was translating Almadi. And it did not go well. Reading native French is a lot different than reading academic French. What was I going to say? There was something... Oh! I can be understood. Yeah, Snowdrive, I've heard that they're a little, intolerant. But you can find intolerance everywhere. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, which isn't to excuse it, but it's to say I'm not surprised. What was I going to say? I was talking about French films, yes. And we were talking about favorite films at work this week, and I brought up my one of my favorite films was one that I watched, I think actually in French too. À la folie par-dessus. It was. I like something that's twisty. See, what is the crying emoji for? And we're back around to the Marvel. Everything comes back. Everything is what is old is new again. Where do you begin? Oh, Seep, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's Shorts Boy. Yeah, the actors currently having war flashbacks to French class. Oh, I'm so sorry, see. Oh my gosh! Mavocado, I know that one! I saw that one in college. I don't remember what it's called, but I know that one. Oh my gosh. I remember that one because they changed, like, if you look at the person who it actually was and you look at the actor in the movie, yeah, I think that's it. They changed something noticeable, just something. And it was a choice. But I do remember that film. His ruffian sidekick. You describe it like it's a weird, like it's a Batman. Your French class in 2016 scarred you for life. Oh, perfect. I mean, I've seen a plethora of strange, strange documentaries and films rooted in and around Latin America because of my Latin American culture course. I've been there. Films that, like, they wouldn't let us even take out of the university library. We had to sign up for screenings 5 at a time in the library. The description was terrific. Snow Trap. Oh my gosh. Same here, but with songs. What have I seen from Latin America? I've seen Machuca. I've seen... There was... I can't even remember the name of the film. There was... But it was about, like, a rich guy in Cuba at the turn... Like, just before the embargo. There was one about Colombian drug runner. There was one that was it was about les desaparecidos. I'm saying it like it's French. The disappeared people. No. Or maybe. Heaven remembers. French movies are often comedies because of budget. Huh. I guess, yeah. I suppose comedy is perhaps one of the easier genres. I mean, you can do basic drama, but you can't do things like sci-fi. I also read Death and the Maiden, and another book that I've forgotten. I remember the main character in it was intolerable. Yeah. See if I can imagine. But this time it goes awry! Well, motherfucker, that could be any one of, like, 20 films. I'm afraid I'm going to need you to be a little more specific. I actually read a book about the Mexican Revolution in that class. That one was more interesting. I read, like, that was back, that was early when I was in college. And so I would, I was still reading everything. Something about crime. Perfect. I love films that are something about crime. No, I don't think so, see. I'm afraid not. Motherfucker, is that a sentence? 2 of those words don't make any sense to me. Also, I'm warm. Ah. Yeah, so probably not one that I was shown in high school, unfortunately. I mean, how many times did I watch Beauty and the Beast in French? How many times did I need to watch it in French? Both of those are answers that are perhaps non-zero, but one is vastly ahead of the other. Well, Mavgata, this is something that I noticed. It seems like the best actors, especially in European entertainment, tend to just show up, like, across the board. It's kind of fascinating. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Marriott Courtyard and the rest. I know it's Marion Cotillard. Oh my gosh! Well done, not pro yet. Well done. Oh. See, I'm so sorry. And Mavkara, did you ever watch La Vie en Rose? Because I would be surprised if, amongst all those films, that you had skipped that one. Or that your class had skipped that one, rather. Obviously not putting the ownership on you. The original acting is best. Oh, yeah, no. I think there's a lot of value to seeing original performances rather than dubbed versions, especially for like actual acted film. For animated, then it's pretty easy to redub. The biopic on Edith Piaf with Marianne Cotillard. La vie en rose. Rose. La vie en rose. It's the R's. What about the Mountain Farm people? What were these films? Crime stuff, rom-coms, comedies, and the Farm Village. Are you sure this wasn't just a version of Animal Farm with people? Oh, it has a different name. B, thank you so much for passing in. I appreciate it very much. It's lovely to see you as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Wait a second. Karate Chop is normal type in Gen 1? Does the book confirm that? Oh, yeah. No, for sure. I mean... Yeah, no, Karate Chop was a normal type move in Gen 1. Okay. I didn't think so. Yeah, the film did win an Oscar, though, for, I think, makeup, right? Costuming? Because, they did... they used her for, pretty much every era of Edith Piaf's life. And it was impressive. And absolutely, her performance was terrific. Jigglypuff is very pink. Not pink enough. Too pink? Maybe very? Perhaps only half. It needs like an ounce more pink or an ounce less pink, but it needs to be a different amount of pink. Never enough pink. I don't know. I think there is such thing as enough pink. Like, if you went up to Barbie's dream house and you said, not enough pink, I think Barbie might say, no, I think we're good. Not pretty. I think I'm gonna get a big kick out of this, this coming week at work. All right. Let's get Marigold through Mount Moon. Let's do this. I want to see something. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like that. Rondeau and Melofie. For French films, typically with subtitles. You know, I actually can't think of any... Oh! Yeah, there's a Melofie. I just remembered one. I can't remember. What it's called. It's like, it's a girl's name, du 5 heures, à, 6 heures, it's like Camille from 5 to 6:30. I suppose I'm, perhaps should train Pikachu. But also Diddy's doing fine. And again, Pikachu is, not the main character. What, do you think just because this was Pokemon Yellow we were going to be using Pikachu? Seems a silly assumption. Yeah, no, this playthrough is all about Venonat. I just don't have Venonat yet. What is the movie about? It's about a lady and her life from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on one particular day. And it's like no cuts, right? It follows her the whole time. Yellow version, not brown version. Good point. Astute and well argued. You know what? It'll probably be fine to train Pikachu a little in here. But Diddy is so much stronger. Okay, I'll train Pikachu until Pikachu's sort of, not down and out, but close to. We'll certainly see some Zubats. Mavocado, if you can find that film, that was another one that my Polish roommate looked up. Go to level 15 now, please. That's not happening. Of course I find a Geodude. Yeah, that would take a bit of patience, Densha. Do you have any idea what actress it was? It was black and white, I know that. Hold on. French film 5 to 7 maybe? No, not this. It's an older film. Cleo! That was her name. Cleo. Cleo from 5 to 7. But it was really to 6:30. It was Cleo from 5 to 7. But it ended at 6:30, which bothered me. I did find it, yes. Oh, wow! A wild Clefairy. Jean de Florette. What a delicious sounding name. We've got a Melofie right here. Trundawave. Well, I mean, I get it, Togepi, but I was expecting a half an hour more of film. Twig, welcome on in. How are you doing? Mavocado, that's terrific. Etaka, welcome back. these are super rare. I'm gonna pick one up. I've got 3 Pokeballs left. Let's do it. If only it was Pichu. True. True. Alright, what shall we call our Melophy? Adored for their cute looks and playfulness, they are thought to be rare, as they do not appear often. Mimi. Ah, Mimi is cute. Kleboobsy. I like Mimi. I think I'm gonna go with Mimi. Maybe it's the Digimon fan in me. Want more recognition for the best character on the show. Okay, I'm gonna go heal. Am I gonna actually make a series out of this? I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It would be nice also to use a bunch of Pokemon that, like, never get used. Clefairy, Venonat. Inside joke. I see, Taka. Well, I'll keep it quiet. Don't want it to get to the outside. Well, now, Priya, didn't you say that the creator of Toho has, like... Ooh, Porygon. Porygon would be a really interesting one. I'd have to do a lot of gambling. Because I can't just, you know, use the Versus Seeker. Nosferatu. Dinner with idiots. Oh my gosh. Déjeuner avec les bêtes. Oh, this... Wait a second. Remind me. Buy the fish. I'll buy the fish. Why not? It's you, right? No, not you. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just $500. What do you say? I say you. Marigold got Magikarp. Do I want to give a nickname to Magikarp? Yes. Every suggestion. Makes sense. Motherfucker, makes sense. They made an American version. Oh, gross. Magikarp. Puppy. Nimoy. You just saved a beetle. Oh, good. I'm so glad, see. Especially after the butterfly tragedy earlier. Nemo. I think... Denshu, you named Pidgeotto, so I'm gonna go with Puppy. I think that's a cute name. It's a great name. So let's see what our teams looks like so far. We've got Mimi, we've got Puppy, we've got Blackbird, we've got Diddy, we've got Bakbambo. Of course, most of these, save for perhaps Mimi, wouldn't end up being on a final team. Oui, comme un petit chien. Sandshrew! I didn't know you could find Sandshrew. It does, Mofkata. Oh, I love Sandshrew. You know, I need to look... What Pokemon have I never used on a team? Probably Nidoqueen, Ekans and Arbok, which I can't use in yellow. Paris and Parasect. Looking through... The rest I've perhaps used at least once. Farfetch'd, never have. No, I don't know that I've ever used a Muck. going to be a large dragon. I don't know. I have some ideas. Why does this happen? Why do I just... Why do I backdoor pilot series when I'm not expecting to? I love Sandshrew so much, though. I have used Sandslash before, though. I feel like Muck definitely doesn't get used ever, though. Read my lips. I see. Calling the beetle Joseph. Aww. What a delightful name. Seems you've made a good friend. Ooh, an HP up. You know who could use that? Probably Buck Bumble. I do know this, Densha, though you can change the color palette. Mavocata, I'm glad. I mean, it's nice that in Yellow they did actually do some color work. You know, this is taking advantage of, you know, what the Game Boy has to offer. Honestly, I feel like my whole team is going to just be awful because it's going to be Pokemon that aren't ever used, that don't make a good, well-balanced team. You know what I've never used before? I have never trained a Poliwrath. I don't think I've even trained a Politoed either. For, you know, for as long as Pokemon's been around, I have never caught and trained one. Okay, I'm writing this down. Venomoth. Muck. Poliwrath. Porygon. Pikachu probably will stay because it's yellow. What's another one that I've never ever used? I feel like I've used all of the single evolves. I've never used Tauros, but we already have a normal type. Yeah, nothing else really towards the end. I've used Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. I've maybe never trained a Dodrio. I can't remember. No, I think I have. I think... You know where I've probably never used seriously? Like, maybe I caught one, but I never really trained it? Electrode. But I already have an electric type. Tangela might fall into the camp of never been used. No. Togepi, you have a wonderful rest of your night. Okay, let me karate chop this thing. I don't want to be super weak to psychic types. Have I ever actually used a Pinsir? I've definitely used Scyther, but I feel like I catch Pinsir a lot, but I've never... Ooh, hold on. No, I'm not dropping frames. I don't know that I've ever really used Pinsir. Let me check if... Let me make sure I can get that in the Safari Zone. Pincer, 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 pincer. It's part 1. Okay, no. I can. Pincer. I did not know that, not pro yet. It's quite the fun fact. Again, this list is by no means a promise that I will do this. But I'm kind of interested. This may be just another game that will come back up whenever I get a case of the Screw-Its. I do know that I need to play Animal Crossing this month. For a fact, I know I need to do that. Because there are still fish that I haven't caught in New Horizons that I need to. And, I intend to do that on air or whatever. Did I do this stuff down? Maybe I didn't. The Geodudes can just leave me alone. Ooh, an escape rope. Very nice. It is almost the 1-year anniversary, correct. Well, of course, that means I'll be doing a 12-hour stream on, March 20th to commemorate that. That's a lie. Don't hold me to that. But for real, a year ago, I had, just moved into my apartment. I was still playing Super Mario 3D World. And, a year later, a lot of people are playing Super Mario 3D World. A lot of people are, places, people, and things. I did play a lot of Animal Crossing that first weekend, though. Oh, thank you, Mofagata. Oh, yeah, Twig, for people who had mid-March birthdays, oh my gosh, the timing could not have been worse. I would not have blamed them if they had just set back their in-game calendar. Oh my gosh, exactly. That stinks, I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you'll finally get to do it. I did do my birthday. I did. Quick Attack, yes, I'd love to pick that up. Delete an older move to make room for Quick Attack. Yes, yes, yes. Get rid of Growl. I don't want to grrr at anyone. Oh, that's a thing for GlitchCon. Was that supposed to be Facebook? Do I have? I do have a personal Facebook account that I don't use, really. Not even in real life. I don't care for Facebook particularly. I think the only reason I still have it is for Messenger. Because I do use Messenger to talk to people from college. What month is my birthday? It is in June. My birthday is June 16th. It's a cute little dinosaur. I really like it. Okay. Marigold is just cleaning up. What is my social network? I don't like social networking. I gotta be perfectly honest. Like, I have a Twitter and Instagram account that I have registered for Axeman. Which people are welcome to follow if they want to. I don't see why, because I don't use them. But you can. I won't stop you. And I have a YouTube channel that I do post some things on, and I intend to post more things on. I'm lazy. It's not that I'm busy. I shouldn't say I'm lazy when I'm actually busy and have a real life and job and things that I do. Densha, I get it. And Snowshine, very nice. I'm so glad that yours is in the same month. And 10 days off is not bad at all. I've met like maybe 1 or 2 people in my entire life that have the same birthday as me. And I do need to edit the most recent makeup tutorial. I haven't done it. It's on my list. Now, am I going to get to it this weekend? Okay. Equal level with this Magnemite. I feel like I got this. I don't got this. Let's have Diddy take care of it. I do know he's not Steel type yet, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have good defense. Well, motherfucker, why haven't you put that as a comment on that video? I mean, come on. You gotta push, you know, comment, like, and subscribe. No one exactly knows how the money is shared. I don't know. I don't get money for the stuff that I put on YouTube. And on Twitch, I will be very transparent with how it's shared between me and Amazon, which is they take over 50%. Which is why I have the thing that you can use if you want to not donate through Amazon. Always was, Densha. I mean, if you're going to be able to explode on cue, you gotta be. You gotta be. Yeah, you don't want to... The last bit you don't want to say. Because that could get both me and you in trouble. But I do like the deliberate misspellings. Because then when people misspell their messages, it gives me full license to misspell my messages in response. Okay. So, Mount Moon isn't huge, but the back half, you know, there's a number of and I've got to deal with Jesse and James still. All right, I can beat an Oddish, right? I'll be fine. 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 It'll be fine. Why is this Pikachu the worst? Man, I need to take him into the shop, get a new one or something. Honestly, Karate Chop being a normal type attack is kind of excellent. Mistelb. I like that. I didn't say I hated it. I'm just saying it's a little defective. Chetiflor. Should I run back out and heal? I'm gonna run back out and heal. It'll be fine. We'll still be in Cerulean. I just need to make sure that I catch a Venonat. I just need to make sure that I catch a Venonat before tonight's out. I can do that in 20 minutes, right? Right, totally. If I start running from battles, for sure. Of the originals, I was a leaf green. Yeah, Pikachu's sound clips are a little screamo. It's a little... I can see it, Densha. Oh, wow. Well, now, Priya, I love that you're working through the series. I'm a known advocate for, playing through series in order to experience them fully. I doubt it, Snotra. I would imagine that Mofokata is speaking to both you and Densha, because my rudimentary French does not count. I'm gonna keep beating up the Zubats that I find, because, those Buck Bumble can take care of them. No, I'm not training Magikarp. I have trained a Magikarp in Mount Moon before. I have gotten it up to the point where it learns Tackle, and then actually, gotten it then to evolve before facing Misty. I am never doing that again. Heck no. I know better. Oh wow, another Clefairy. Oh, polyglots are really impressive to me. I understand the feeling of jealousy, Snotra, but oh my gosh. The people who can pick them up naturally like that? Densha, I apologize. I went back and got a Pidgeotto for you. I think we're square at this point. Okay, please don't kill me, Clefairy. I would appreciate it very much. Okay, yeah, you can keep using Growl. That's fine. We got this. We got this. We're going. We're moving up. No, up, left, down. I was going to say side to side, and then I just said left twice. It's fine. I see now, Priya. Yeah, I remember you were mentioning... What was it? The first one. I think it was the first one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you had gotten, to the final level, but you were like, I'm never going to beat the final level. It's going to take too long. I've saved relatively recently. I think. Please don't lose to a Zubat. Yes, they are, Mofokata. Toho 6, okay. I couldn't remember exactly which one. Yeah, I figured it's no true. Just as a point of thumb, a rule of thumb rather, typically, so long as you're not, massively off on the spelling, I catch your meaning. I don't need you to correct it. If you feel compelled to, by all means. But I am not picky at all about spelling. You do not need to apologize either. Truly, you do not. I'm just chuffed as chips that you choose to spend part of your very late evening, here enjoying it with us. Not a problem. There we go. That's a little better. Good question. It could be. It couldn't be huh, because huh has the H sound at the start. And, for example, given that they're here, French-speaking countries don't pronounce the H at the starts of words. For example, hotel would be un hotel. Oi! Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Gotcha, not Priya. Gotcha. And the stone on the right has a hidden item. Memory serves. Chris, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Oui, je sais. We have two French speakers here this evening, Chris, so... I've been dusting off my French legs. Okay, I'll switch to Diddy. Ah, I see. Well, Chris, it's nice though that you can help your family in doing that. That's always worthwhile, time well spent. Um, I, of course, constantly complain, that my parents sold my car. I'm not bitter about it or anything. I'm really not. You did bake banana bread. Aw, delicious. They sold it because I went to college in New York, and, you don't need a car in New York. And they needed the money to finance my college experience. So, it makes total sense. There was an Axomobile. Yes, there was. I had a Chevy Cruze, C-R-U-Z-E. It was a 2012, maybe? 2014? It was steel gray. And it was a good car. It was a good, solid car. It got backed into, and it got rear-ended, but it kept running. The time when it was rear-ended, I was actually in the car, but it was, it wasn't a high-speed collision, and it didn't leave much damage on the bumper. Yeah, thankfully no damage in the engine area. I was really mad when it got backed into. Some lady, her daughter was driving, and she, was backing up off of the driveway across the street from ours, and I parked on the street because my parents were both, had their cars in the garage. And so she backed out from the driveway across the street, and it wasn't anyone who lived there either, but she backed out from that driveway, and she fully, crunched into the side of my car really deep. She had to either have, kept going after she initially hit my car, or she had to have been going, 20 miles an hour off of a driveway. And it left dents in both doors. And then she dodged us for the insurance. A giant banana cookie. Oh, even better. Squishy by... I mean, that makes sense. That makes complete and total sense, Motherfucker. But still. It seemed... Just take the bus. Not in Columbus. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Especially not with, going both to, high school and college classes. There was not a bus that could have taken me to some of them. I do like public transit, though. And I'm all about spending more for more money into public transit systems. Get a light rail running everywhere. But, yeah, at the time, a car was pretty necessary to how I lived my life. Roller skates. That would have been cool to, just roller skate down the highway. I would have gotten real buff if I had roller skated 20 miles a day. Oh. Chris, I hope it's ready soon. Densha, I can't. It's too good. It's too strong. I'm gonna need something that's gonna be able to carry me through Nugget Bridge, so... I could use one of my potions on Buck Bumble and continue training it, though. I should probably do that. Right? Right? Right. Yeah. Yeah, I should. Oh, 3 of them. I was that kid, didn't you? First time I ever went to the Pokemon League, I had a bunch of like level 30 Pokemon and I had a level 86 Charizard. I didn't know about really spreading the love so much. Wasn't good at it. You kidding me with the Rattatas? Paralyze it, see if I can, you know, get myself some free hits. Probably not. That did 10 damage, are you kidding me? And my Thundershock's gonna do what, like a quarter? Oh, okay, no. Could have hit. Prove me wrong. Blastoise. Yeah, it's the starters that get our love and care and affection. Perfect. Zubat. Terrific. Am I ranged to 2-shot? I am ranged to 2-shot. Okay. Throwing his Wi-Fi at me. You're the worst. I don't want it to die. Favorite films? Hard. That's a hard question for me. I have plenty of films I like. Arsenic and Old Lace. A Quiet Place. I wrote these down somewhere recently. Ocean's 8, actually. I don't know. I've seen several like Oscar contenders. I don't love like masterworks of film. I'm more of a, when I go to see movies, it's escapism rather than wanting something that is, you know, sort of a gritty, realistic depiction of troubling problems, interesting stories, and I want some action. I want some heart. I want some thrill. Something to make my heart beat. What kind of movies do I like? I like action films. I like the occasional comedy. It's got to be written in accordance with my sensibilities. Pan's Labyrinth. Adventure films too, because I feel like that's different than action. Stuff that, you know, covers sort of a vast, sweeping expanse can be really, really fun. And I do like well-done horror. Direct adrenaline injections during the exciting parts of the movie. I don't know. I'm already high-strung enough as a person. I don't need a jab during the show. Now, give me like an icy, I'll be wired for sound. I can't remember the last time I had an icy. It has to have been like 8 years or something. I mean, that's all just frozen sugar. Do I like Rambo? I've never seen Rambo. That may be, I don't know if I would love it. Seems a little, perhaps hypermasculine. No, Braid, I feel like you gave that exact same answer when we asked yesterday what happened. I think it was yesterday. Right. Hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. Oh no. Tu es mort. Mon Dieu. Zut alors. It is the correct answer, yes. And I applaud the honesty. That Grimer looks opportunistic. I think it just wants a hug. I feel bad for it. Honestly, yeah, the Voltorb sprite's kind of great. I see it. It's got angry eyebrows. Well, not really eyebrows, but, you know, above eye panels. Coughing. Coughing? You know what coughing looks like? Coughing looks like he's at a dinner party and he just noticed there's one more slice of quiche left. He's just like, and he really wants it. Uh-oh. Please don't poison me. Ah! Do I have any antidotes? Hi. We'll be getting one of those before we wrap up today, Densha. Looks like his prank just worked. But also the quiche thing. Smoggle. Fury swipes. I would love that. I would like to get rid of Scratch. Alright, well done, Marigold. Do I want the Helix fossil? Yeah, I want the other one. Alright then, this is mine. Okay, do I have an antidote? Please tell me I have an antidote. I sure don't. I darn don't. Stop right there. That fossil is Team Rocket's. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Dome is Kabuto. Rocket wants to fight. Senator Ekans. Go Diddy. Sierra Danny, thank you so much. I quite like this shirt as well. I think it's also flattering, which helps. It's probably why I like it. Alright. Hello, Meowth. And coughing. Let's try Fury Swipes. See how it goes. Also, it seems that I don't get hurt by poison when I knock something out. That's handy. There we go. Rare. Ooh! Mankey. Look at you go. Alright, Karate Chop to finish. Well done, Diddy. Brad beat us? Blast off at the speed of light. Goodbye. Also, I forgot that they got like a unique jingle. And it's not that good, if I'm honest. Oh, I think this is where I pick up Squirtle. Or Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur, probably. Maybe. Yeah. Diddy fainted, whatever. Right? No, maybe not. Or no, it might be from her. Hold on. I know I get Bulbasaur somewhere around here. I know where you get Charmander and Squirtle. I remember them. Diddy will be fine. Don't worry. Okay, well, whatever. If I need to go back round, I'll go back round. Yo, I know Charmander is north of the Nugget Bridge. There we go. We're in Cerulean. Now then. Oh, the cost of my shirt. This shirt was certainly less than $20. I think I got this as a gift. Okay. Ooh, do I have to do the rival battle too? It is a really nice blue. It's a lot of blue with my background. Okay, let's do it. I need that Venomoth. Yo, Marigold. You're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I got a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Marigold. Do I want Mew? Nah. Nah, I'm good. I know that there's like a glitch you can do here. Nah. Spuro! So Diddy was not the lead-off move. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in Puppy. And I'm going to let the puppy die. I do have a version of this shirt with longer sleeves and blue down here. Okay, good. The dog is dead, so now we can send in Buck Bumble. Let me Thunder Wave it. Hedge my bets a little. Terrific. The one thing that this Pikachu has going for it is that it's fast. Oh dear. Oh boy. It's in a house in Cerulean. Okay, yeah. So I generally remembered. Oh boy. Oh wow. Sorry. Sorry. This isn't going great. My hair is brown. Yeah, Karate Chop's better. Good. Nice critical. Probably necessary. Alright, Diddy's hopefully got the rest. Sandshrew, we can definitely just low kick Sandshrew. I think one of these should be Abra, right? Oh, Rattata. Even better. Just take full advantage of the fact that low kick is going to sweep through this team. Darn right, not pro yet. Yeah. Blondes may have more fun, but brunettes get more done. Productivity. See, folks are sleeping on Diddy. But Diddy has got this. Diddy has got this on lock. Diddy knows what he's doing. And Diddy's going to be effective at it. Hey, take it easy. You won already. I'm really sorry the Buck Bumble died a little bit there, but it couldn't be avoided. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. I have a lot of pages with my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC. Since you're using his system, go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. I am going to go to the Pokemon real quick. Because I think I have like 1 or 2 Pokeballs. And I could probably use a few more. Mavgada, you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad you've had, hopefully, a good evening. And it has been lovely having you. I know you had some catharsis, so I think that constitutes a good evening. Alright. Now I just have to take care of Nugget Bridge. I'm just gonna use Diddy. Leo. It's a better name, honestly. Bill's a little plain. Was there a famous French computer scientist named Leo? Alright, yep, Diddy's got this. Donna, that's okay. I'm afraid I don't know how, Densha. Like, I'm aware that there is, like, glitches that you can do here to get Mew, but I don't think I have the stuff to do it. It's fine. It's fine, Snowtrip. Yeah, what I will say, I have, like, you know, my own apartment that I would rather be living in if, you know, my office were open. So there's a bit of, you know, weird adult autonomy mixed with, like, you know, living in one's parents' home. Even though I have my own place, it's just, it doesn't make sense to live there right now. So, weird. Weird is the answer. Aw, that's too bad, Meehan. Also, in that case, he was on the Brittany train early. To get level 100 Nidoking. Now that'll run you through the rest of the game lickety-split. I feel like Diddy could almost just take on Misty by itself. Diddy's really good. Alright. 2 down. Yeah, I think I know the guy. It's the camper that's right by the patch of grass where I'll need to go to get Venonat. And then the other guy with the Slowpoke. Ow. Ooh, ow. I did not limber up my neck sufficiently. I mean, it's stuff like this where it's like, this is how the, like, glitched speedrun of this game is like an hour. It's kind of bananas how quickly you can beat it. Okay. 3 down. 2 to go. Am I getting tired? Not in the slightest. We've got this. I mean, it's honestly, it's a good thing so many of the flying types do not get a decent flying move until way later. Otherwise, this would be trouble. I think it would be interesting, Densha, to actually to try doing it for once. Like, if if this were to become a series, which, again, not promising by any stretch of the imagination. But if it were, to do that, like, at the end. You know, after beating the Elite Four and everything. Finally, you know, seeing if I can get those things to work. You know, have, like, a glitch episode. That would be a reason to actually do it. I've done a lot of Pokemon lately. And I don't know why today, I just really wanted to play Pokemon Yellow. But I'll probably feel like pretty like, okay, I'm good for now. We are talking glitches, Nick, yeah. Alright. Congratulations. You beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. Woo! By the way, would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group dedicated to evil using Pokemon. Want to join? We were just talking about it. Yeah, Mihan, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, if we're talking early Pokemon, that's... someone was on the train early on. Yeah, that's great. It's good to be an early adopter. Safari glitch for Bug Island is horrible. There are so many that I've never even, you know, gotten anywhere close to trying. Like, I try actively not to ruin my games. Not to say that it's a ruin thing, but... you know, I tend to... I know these early Pokemon games have trouble. And so I try to avoid pressing them where possible. But I think it would be fun to actually actively do it. To get the Mew model in Stadium. Your ability, you could become a top leader in Team Rocket. Well, that's good to know. But, I mean, I would just, you know, tell that to Diddy. He's doing all the work. He's on the... Yeah. And I don't think he's a spinner. Okay. Gonna save. Alright. Venonat time. There are wild Venonats in this grass. I don't know why they made Venonats, like, available so early in Pokemon Yellow, but I'm not complaining. I just don't know where that has basis in the show, because I feel like Venonat didn't really get featured until Orange Islands, when Tracy had one. You know, if anything, up here they should have, like, Krabby. Hi. Spearow in someone's house in Viridian. Ah. Yes, I do have some rare candies. Venonat was first seen when Ash got to Fuchsia Gym. Oh, right. Yeah, so... No idea why they put it here, but they did. No idea why I'm still training Diddy either. I should probably be training Buck Bumblelower here. As soon as I switch, next one's gonna be a Venonat. But also it'll be good to have Pikachu up front. Just for paralysis. No, Bellsprout. Bellsprout. Thunder Waves and Quick Attacks. Do I want the candy? I'll pick it up. I'll do it in a bit. This Bellsprout probably knows Growth and Vine Whip, and I don't want to let it get too strong. Because one good Vine Whip could hurt. Oh, Snotra, what if I feel like I read an article today that I found interesting. So the full answer is I'm still in the middle of both Pilgrimage to Eternity and Lord of the Rings. And... there was, I think it was an opinion piece in the New York Times. But it was about, essentially, how technology was lauded as, in the workplace. Technology in the workplace was lauded as something that would enable us to increase our productivity, and lower our overall workload. But instead, what's happened is, because there's now the pressure to be constantly available, especially with instant messaging services and email services that are used in workplace settings, we're not getting much amelioration from our overall workload. The extra productivity is being used, and people also feel a psychological drawdown, a bit of misery isn't perhaps the right word, but a milieu, a muck, because of this, that, oh gosh, Pikachu is dying so much, that isn't being appropriately addressed in the workplace. I'm interested by technology. I'm interested in a lot of stuff, but workplace technology use, given that I am, gainfully employed full-time, is one thing in which I have some interest in. I take very active strides, and I'm lucky to have a workplace that allows for this. But I take very active strides to, when I'm off the clock, I am disconnected. I do not take emails. I do not take work call. Well, I'll take a work call if it's from my boss, but I don't take emails. I don't take calls. I don't do anything. I don't open up like Microsoft Teams. I don't do anything that's related to my job when I'm not on the clock, because it's important to have that separation. Otherwise, especially while working at home, the whole day could very quickly become work. Okay, where is Venomoth at? Come on. I see, Mihan. Gotcha. Something that the translator said on Twitter. So it's not like anything that, I mean, it's straight from the horse's mouth in that case, but it's, the horse is 24 years old. Not a problem. That's what those are for, Snotra. I try to... I've actually, today I did a lot of listening to National Public Radio, because it was playing Super Mario Picross. Oh. Good question, Mihan. Densha is so kind. It has been lovely seeing him more lately. Because I guess we met like over a year ago. But I'm always flattered when people who, especially folks for whom it's quite late when I stream, decide to hang out. Okay, come on. I need a Venomoth. I promised. It was my first 12-hour stream that Densha first showed up, which would have been September or October. That's true. I've done a lot of things that Densha did not like today. So, maybe we were on good terms before today, but now it's all ruined. All ruined. Come on, Venomoth. How many Bellsprouts do I need to kill? Is there a number? Is there a limit? No, I need to get my bug. There's one thing this whole episode has been about, and it's getting a Venomoth. Okay, we can do this. Oh, do tell, Nick. What is the subject matter? I wish my my art teachers had done that. Not pro yet. Though granted, at the time that I would have been still taking art classes, I would have been in middle school, so I guess I would have had an iPod Touch, so. Tries locomotives on preservation railways. Fascinating. Is this like real life Thomas the Tank Engine stuff? Because I'm into it. Translator just said he got flack for trying to name a Spiro Brittany. Okay. Narrow gauge step. Awesome. Beneath the Mask, that's one of the ones that's in Smash Brothers, right? Not pro yet? Okay, I've literally run through all of Diddy's karate chops in trying to find a Venomoth. I need to just start running from encounters. What road is it? I'm on Route 24. And I checked my map. The Venomoths are available here. I know this to be true. Just haven't found one. Okay, I'm gonna start running. Engine that's literally over 150 years old. Wow. That's amazing. The fact that stuff like that, you know, that people have maintained or recreated, you know, those, just, it's kind of amazing. I love that this stuff isn't just lost to time. Now, if you quizzed me on it, I probably wouldn't remember the name, you know, 3-4 days from now, but I still think it's super cool. I mean, no, probably the Persona games and Atlas games in general have terrific soundtracks. Rory's Mechanical Marvels. It's a delightfully British name. Both Laurie and the Mechanical Marvels as the subtitle, the subheading. Owns a standard. How much does a train cost? Can I buy a train? I've got some money. I've got a little saved up. Did they accept loans? Okay. I'm looking this up. No, I'm an Android, Meehan. Big difference. Okay, Canterbury 24, blah, 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 blah. Pokemon Generation 1, yellow. 10% chance. So I'm just unlucky so far. Very nice, not pro yet. Much better than, you know, what I did the last time, you know, I had to do extended arc projects, which was listen to moves like Jagger on a loop for hours and hours. It's a miracle I can still listen to Adam Levine without getting a headache. Also, I feel like I've brought this up relatively frequently recently, but in looking at my own patterns, I'm realizing I've ruined a lot of music by listening to it while working on stuff that, you know, gives me headaches. Because now the music's associated... Like, I can't listen to Amparita Roca. Are we looking for Venonat? Yes. It's all I wanted to do. It's all I wanted today. It was just a little Venonat. A little cute purple bug. I mean, that right there, I would call series mission accomplished if I get one. I'm trying so hard. And then eventually I could bring it back and catch the rest of the Pokemon that I have on this. Yes! Look at him. He's so cute. I love it so much. He's jumping. He's leaping. Oh. A low kick won't kill it, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Look at him. Everyone say hello to him. You're not doing that, Mihan. No. This is mine. This is my Venonat. I'm naming him. Its large eyes act as radars. In a bright place, you can see that they are clusters of many tiny eyes. I got this. Hi! Alright. There we go. Hi! Hi! So I'm a little over time. But I've had a delightful evening, and I hope you have too. So folks, thank you so very much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow with The Sims 3. And then Monday for more Zelda 1, which I'm super excited about. I had so much fun with it yesterday. I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, Densha, design-wise, I see it. Folks, I'm going to set you all on a raid. I'm going to send you over to Ryan, who's playing Animal Crossing, which I probably should have been, but whatever. I've played enough Animal Crossing for one lifetime. I will play more. I'll play later this month, but I am going to send you there now. So I hope you will go and say hello to one Mr. Rin Mage, who's playing New Horizons tonight. Folks, have a wonderful rest of your evening, an excellent tomorrow, and I hope to see you back tomorrow night for The Sims 3. Night, everyone.